प्रेरितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खला प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 59, verse number 42. So in the previous class we studied how Krishna he went to Swargaloka and offered the earrings and the umbrella to Indra, and then uprooted the tree and brought it down. But because of that all the devas got upset and they fought with Krishna, knowing well that they will be defeated. So then Krishna came back. Now he marries all the 16,000 girls who were sent to Dwarka. So he says, Atho muhurta ekasmin nana gareshu taha striyaha yathopi me bhagwan stavad rupa dharo vyayaha. So thereafter, in one muhurta and in different houses, the imperishable Bhagavan, expanding into that many forms, married all these ladies. So this is one of the Aishwarya of Krishna, that he married 16,100, because total around 16,108. So 100 gets forgotten sometime. So he married them simultaneously, but you can also marry simultaneously if they are all together, then they can do it. But he married them in separate houses. That's also you can do. You can run from one to another, marry one, then go to next one, marry, then marry, then marry. So he says he married them in the same muhurta, means simultaneously. So how is that possible? So he says tavad rupa dharo. So he manifested into an equal number of forms and then married them simultaneously in different houses. So each one was happy. Atho द्वारकाम आगत्य एकस्मिन् मुहूर्ते इति तस्यैव वैवाहिक लग्न स्म तदानीं सर्वतो भद्रत्वेन मुहूर्तिक लोकैर उक्तत्वात्. So why he married like this? Because that was the auspicious time for marriage, and the astrologer said that he should marry in this muhurta. So therefore he married all of them in that auspicious time. Yavatyaha striyas tavad rupadhara. As many women, that many forms he manifested. Rupani yatra ekasyeva vapushah prakasha bheda eva tani dharati sa. So rupadhara, he says, rupam dharati, rupadhara. So these forms, they were forms of one form only, but these are called prakashas. These are not kaya vyuha like the yogis. Natu tavad vapur dhara iti. So he says that he did not manifest separate bodies, but they are the prakasha of one form. Otherwise it will be like kaya vyuha. Kaya vyuho vyakheya. So chitram batedadekena vapusha yugpat prithak grihesu dvayashta sahasra striya eka udavahat iti agramukta. So he says that it will also be said later on that it is most wonderful that Krishna with one body, that's why he is saying that it was only one body, because vapusha means singular, and simultaneously and in separate houses, prithak griheshu, he married 16,000 women alone, one alone, eka e udavahat. So in this sloka which comes later on, it is very clearly that one Krishna with one body, he married 16,000 women, separate places, but in the same time. So that's why he says that it is not like kaya vyuha where you have separate bodies, but these are all prakashas. Yatha yathavad iti anena devakyadi bandhu jan samagamo api pratigraham yogapatyena suchita iti Sri Swami Charana. And yatha upayame, yatha means yathavat means as is appropriate. So which means that it is not that only he expanded, but all the family members, Balaram, Devaki, Vasudev, other people. So everywhere they were present, and everywhere they attended the marriage. Otherwise they will be in one place and everywhere else there is no marriage party. So there were 16,100 marriage parties and all these people were present in all the places. So everybody thought we are here, and everybody thought, the girl also thought that everyone is just here. So nobody felt that, oh, they are only there and not here. Teshamapi prakasha bhedo achintya shaktya eva karito gya. So the prakashas of Devaki, Vasudeva, etc. and other relatives is understood by the inconceivable power of Sri Krishna. Avyaha sarvatrapi purna eva natu amsena vartmana. And in this verse the word avyaya means imperishable, which means that everywhere he was complete himself, not that he was partial in one place. Prakasha vastu bhedeshu ganyate sahino pratak bhagavatam ritokte. So it's described in Bhagavatamrita that Prakasha Vastu Bhedeshu Ganyate Sahino Pratak. That this Prakasha is separate places, but he is not separate person. So now in the next 3 verses it describes how he was happy with all of them and they all enjoyed his company. Griheshu tasam anapaya tarkya krinnara nirasta samyati shaeshu avasthitah reme ramabhir nijakam sampluto yathetaro garhaka medhikanscharan. So he says griheshu tasam anapai atarkya krit. That he was in their houses, each one of them, and they never thought that he leaves the houses. Anapai means always there. Atarkya krit, this is his inconceivable power. It cannot be explained by any tarka. And nirasta samya atishayesu avasthita. So there is no one who is equal or superior to him. So with all these women he stayed in different houses and performed various pastimes, and they all thought that he is with us, just like Garhaka Medhikanscharan. So like people in the material world, they get married, they live in together, like that he was with them. Reme Ramabhir Nij Kam Sampluta. So he enjoyed their company, but he was satisfied in his own self, and yet he enjoyed. So he is full of his own ananda, his own happiness, his own bliss. Yet he relished with them because they are also his Shakti devotees. So he dealt with them according to their wish. Yathamam prapadyante. Tasam griheshu anapai. So he remained in their houses without any separation. Prakasha bhedaihi sarveshu eva sthita. So by his different prakashas, he remains situated with each one of them. Atarkya krititi tatha atarkya karma karoti. Why is that? Because he is atarkya krit. He performs activities which are beyond logic. Yatha sarvatra api sancharita dasi sakhika api taha pratyekam ahameva sanyogni anyastu virahanya eva iti jananti iti bhava. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that sometimes a particular queen will send his servants or friends to other queens' houses for some work or just to check. So when they will go there, they will see that Krishna is not there. So So then she would think that he is always with me only and not with the others. And the others also thought like that. So everybody was in this illusion that Krishna is with her only and other not with others. So everybody felt special. He's so expert. So nirastam samyak samyam atishayascha yebhya iti tadrisha griha. So these houses, they are nirasta samya atishaya. There are no houses like this anywhere. So he says that they are better than even Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha api nashanti. Kimut tadrish ramanadi sukhani ityartha. Which also means that all the facilities to enjoy which existed in these houses were not anywhere else. So whatever is required, everything was available there. Nijena swarup bhutanaiva kandarpenaiva sampluto nimagnaha. So although he is completely full in his own love, yet he enjoyed with them ramabhiremeti. Vaikunthe khalu ekaya eva ramaya swamso narayana eva ramte. In Vaikuntha there is only one Lakshmi with Narayana who is an expansion. But here there were thousands of Lakshmis. So therefore it is superior even to Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha-dapi dvarkaya aishwaryena adhikyam. The Aishwarya, the opulence, the majesty of Dwarka is superior even to Vaikuntha. Garha medhikan dharmans charaniti madhuryena pi adhikyam gyapitam. And Dwarka is also superior in madhurya, in sweetness, because Krishna behaved with these wives, queens, just like people in the material world. So both Aishwarya and Madhurya of Dwarka are superior to Vaikuntha. Tasam Ramatvena Swarup Shaktitvam. And because these are called like Rama, Lakshmi, so they are the Swarup Shakti of Krishna. Skande Pravas Khande Pi Yatha. This is also described in Skanda Purana, Prabhas Khanda. Sodasha eva sahasrani gopyas tatra samagataha hamsa eva mataha Krishna Paramatma Janardana. So there are 16,000 gopis who have gathered there, and Krishna is one Hamsa, swan or husband. He is Paramatma, he is Janardana. So here the word gopi is used. So this can be confusing to people, that what he is calling gopis. How come gopis came there? So gopi can also mean queen. You know that? Now you can hear. So you heard the word Bhupa?
Yes.
Bhupa means king.
Hidden. Secretive. Hidden.
Bhupa, not Gopa. I am saying Bhupa.
Bhupa.
Bhu means earth.
Under the earth.
Pa means one who
King.
protects. So Bhupa means king. One who protects earth. Like you have the word Nripa. Nri means human being, Pa means one who protects. King is called Nripa, king is called Bhupa. So Bhupa means king. Why? Because Bhu means earth, Pa means Palaka, protector, nourisher. Go means earth, Pa means protector. So Gopa also means king. And Gopa means king, then Gopi means queen. Just remember this. So Gopya here means the queens. This is the beauty of Sanskrit. You can turn anything upside down. You have to just know the trick. So, Hamsa eva matah Krishna. Krishna is called Hamsa. Why is Hamsa? Because so hum. You heard the Soham mantra? So I am that, and Krishna is the only one who can say it. I am that means I am Brahman. And when you go on saying Soham, so it becomes Hamsa. It's like if you say Mara, it becomes Rama. So Hamsa evam, so these are secrets. Eva matah Krishna, Paramatma Janardana. Tasya etaha shaktyo devi, Sodasha eva prakirtita, Chandra rupi matah Krishna, Kala rupastu tasmrita. So these are 16 are his Shaktis, potencies. He says Krishna is just like moon, and moon has got 16 kalas. Right? You go from 1 to 15, and then once is full moon, another is new moon. So 14 plus 2, 16. So moon has got 16 kalas, and Krishna is in Surya Chandra Vamsa. So he also has 16 potencies. And multiplied by 1000, 16,000. That's what he's saying. संपूर्ण मंडलाताशाम मालिनी षोडशी कलाः षोडशैव कलायास्तु गोपी रूपा वरांगे. So moon has got his potency which makes the orb around him like a garland, and Krishna is also like that. He also has got 16 in the form of gopis varange. Ekekashasta sambhinna sahasrena prithakiti. And each one has got 1000 parts. So therefore they are 1000 to 16. So that is one way. Is also described Padme Kartik Mahatme Cha Kaishore Gop Kanyasta Yavne Raja Kanyaka. Those who were Gop Kanya in the Kaishora, and Krishna was Kaishora, when he became youthful, they became Raja Kanyaka. So the gopis took birth there and became queens. So they are gopis. Ataha Purnatamasya Shri Vrindavan Nathasya Yatha Dwarka Natha Purna Prakashas Tathaiva Purnatamanam Tadiya Ladini Shakti Nam Gopinam Purna Prakasha Rupa Patta Mahishya. So just like Sri Krishna in Vrindavan is Purnatama, and then when he goes to Dwarka as Dwarkanath, he is Purna, and in Mathura he is Purnatara. So similarly the Prakasha of the gopis, which are Hladini Shakti, they are Purnatama, and their Prakasha there are Purna. So when Krishna is Purnatama, they are also Purnatama. When he is Purna, they are also Purna. When he is Purnatara, he is also Purnatara. So that's how it is. So this is how Gaudiyas explain. If you speak to other Vaishnavas, they will say, what this Gaudiya is always making distinctions. Itham ramapatim avapya patim striyasta brahmyodaya pinaviduhu padvim yadiyam bhejurmuda viratamedhitaya anuraga hasavalokanava sangam jalpalajjaha. So they attained Krishna, who is Ramapati, as their husband. All these women, the position which even great people like Brahma could not achieve. Navidu padvim yadiyam. There is no possibility for Brahma etc. to have such a intimate relationship with Krishna. what is the chance of anyone else? So therefore, bhejur muda avirata medhitaya anurag has avalokana vasangam jalpalajja. So these queens, they served Krishna with great happiness without any break when their love kept on increasing, and with seeing Krishna's happiness, his smile and union of new couple talking to him, and also with their shyness. Means with different moods they manifested, enjoying, joking, talking, feeling shy, and in this way they made Krishna happy. Ramayaha Purna Lakshmi Rupayaha Pati Sri Krishna Mavapya. So attaining Krishna, who is called here as Ramapati, means the husband of Purna Lakshmi. So Rukmani is Purna Lakshmi. The Lakshmi in Vaikuntha is only an expansion of that. Rukmani is the Mahalakshmi, and Sri Krishna is Mahanarayan. So Brahmadayopi Kim Punaranya. Even people like Brahma could not attain such a position, what to speak of others. Padmimapi Kim Punastam. They could not even reach his place where he sits, what to speak of attaining him. Na Vidurapi Kim Punar Labheran. They do not even know this, understand it, what to speak of attaining this position. Aviratameva edhitaya pravriddhya muda anurag sahitam. And without any break, they enjoyed company of Sri Krishna, and their love for Krishna kept on increasing, and their bliss also. Muda anurag sahitam. So their love and happiness. Hasavlokam tatpurvakam. So seeing him with smiles and happiness. Nav sangamam cha tatra tadu chitam jalpam cha tat prati jalpe prapte sati lajjam cha bheju prabhu. And they also talked with him, and when Krishna responded, they also felt shy. So this is how their household life went on happily. Pratyudgamada asana vara harana pada shaucha stambula vishraman vijan gandha malyai kesha prashara shayana snapana upaharya dashi shatapi vibhor vidudhosma dashyam. Although these queens, they have hundreds of servants, but they performed various types of services themselves. When Krishna came, they stood up, they gave him the best seat to sit down, they worshipped him, they washed his feet, they gave him betel nut to chew, they massaged his feet, they fanned him because there was no electric fan, they gave nice garland. Previously in our childhood, when there was no electricity, when guests came, we have to fan them, especially when they were eating, then we have to stand the fan in the hand. Remember doing this. So this is, queens are also doing this to Krishna. So Kesha Prashara, they also combed Krishna's hair nicely with the brush. Shayana Snapana, they also gave him bath, they made him sleep, they gave various types of food to eat. So Dashi Shatapi Vibhor Vadadusma Dasyam. So in this way, although there were hundreds and hundreds of servants for them to do seva, but they themselves did personal service to Sri Krishna. And this is the pleasure, doing seva. When you are having love for somebody, then it is great happiness to do the service. So you can imagine the happiness they are deriving doing all these services. Iti Śrīmad-Bhāgavate Mahapurane Paramhansyam Samhitayam Vaiyasakyam Dasam Skandhe Parijataharan Narakavadho Nam Ekonshashtitamodhyaya. So this is the end of 59th chapter in 10th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavata Mahapurana, composed by Vaiyasaki, spoken by Vaiyasaki Sukdev, which described bringing the Parijata tree and killing of Naraka along with Murari. So this is the end of chapter 59, and we'll stop this summer's class here because chapter is over, and Gopal Champu also the first chapter is over, so tomorrow no class, and then we'll meet in the next summer. Any question? Purushottam Prabhu.
I have two questions. First is basic. What is the difference between Prakash expansion and Vilas expansion then?
Vilas, generally they say that the appearance is different. Prakash is same. So in Vilas, appearance and potencies may be different, but not in Prakash.
And he also expanded the whole family, parents, Vasudeva and Devaki, and they are also at the present in all the marriages. Did they also know that they have expanded, or before Krishna he knew that he expanded?
Yeah, these are not expansions, that's what I am saying. These are called Prakasha. It's same person, that's why I use the word Vapusha, that only one person. So they don't feel that they are different people or anything like that. Just one person.
So Vasudeva and Devaki also, they are one person and they
Yeah. So that's why he says it is Atarkya Krit. It's very difficult to understand how is this possible. Narayanji.
Pranam Guru Maharaj. My question it's from yesterday's class. It is said that when you explained that when Lord Krishna kept the push on Brahma's head, he bestowed him fearlessness. So, what does fearlessness mean in this context? Is it at the material level, or is he trying to say that he actually achieved the state of pure bhakti?
Well, in this particular instance, it's just fearlessness, that because his father was killed, so he was scared, maybe he will also be killed. Some foreign invaders come, that kill the king, don't you think that they will spare the children? They destroy the whole family. So probably he was also scared. Even if not that the fear is there, suddenly somebody comes in the house and kills the father, and the children are scared. What will happen next? So he says, don't worry, you are spared.
So it's not fearlessness in the other sense. Okay.
Well, if Krishna put his hand on his head, obviously he's... But according to the context, I am saying.
Yeah. Guru, I have one more question which just came up in the context of the previous Prakasha discussion. The question is about the holy name. We are taught that the Mahamantra, holy name, is non-different from Krishna. So, is that also like a Prakash or something like that? Or is it, how do we understand it?
What do you mean Prakasha? This is not a Prakasha, this is not Prakasha. Just like you are there, you have your name. So you have your form. The objects have two things, name and form. Every object, name, form, even those which don't have a form like space. Okay, we can say the form is not manifest. But name is there and it has its existence. It's a dravya, it's a substance. Even if you don't call that it has a form, means it has its existence separate from its name. So name and form, this Jagat is made of these two things, name and form. So here name and form are different. Means you can change the name of something like table, in different languages it is called differently, but the same substance. But Krishna, his name and his form are together and they are inseparable. Inseparable in the sense that you cannot change Krishna's name and say, well, we call him something else and then Krishna is not there anymore. The name Krishna is not there. So that name is there and therefore the name has the ability to reveal him. It's still a name. So name actually is a mental concept. When I say that your name is Narayana, so this Narayana is a mental concept, that this person who looks like this, who has a shape like this, his appearance like this, is designated this sound, Narayana. And the form, etc., refers to that particular object. So here we establish a relationship. Child is born, then on whatever 11th day, is it? 11th day? So then the father gives the name. So that name actually is imposed onto that form. And that is necessary for our vyavahara, how to deal with the object. We have to call you, we have to refer to you. So our dealings, we need a name. So that name is given. So it is something which is imposed. But spiritual objects and their names, they are not imposed because they are eternal. Nobody has imposed them. Who is going to impose it? So all objects in Vaikuntha, spiritual world, they are like that. They are eternal and their names are also eternal. That's why we say that the Vedas, their words are eternal. It's not a created sound. So then this sound and the object in spiritual world are one. Actually in Purmimansa, just for it is good to know that in Nyaya, etc., those who have studied, sound is a quality of Akasha. Right? Sound travels in space and it is considered as a quality of space. Space is a dravya, space is a substance. Just like water has its quality, that it has fluidity or it has quality of touch. You can feel it by touch. These are qualities. And qualities exist in substances. So similarly, sound is considered as quality in Nyaya, but Mimamsa says, because Mimamsa deals with the Veda, So they say sound is also a substance. Sound is not quality of the Akasha, it's also a substance. So that is very much close to this whole idea that how Krishna and his name are non-different. Because his name is not just a sound which travels in the Akasha, it's not just a quality of Akasha. It's actually much beyond Akasha. Akasha comes from Ahankara, Tanmatra, Shabda Tanmatra. So it's also a dravya in that sense, substance.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, between Bhagavan's name and Bhagavan, can we say there is Vachya Vachaka Sambandha?
Yeah.
So we can say there is Vachya Vachaka
Yeah, it's
Sambandha.
Nitya.
But it's
there.
Nitya.
If you are to call Krishna, you are going to call him by name, right? So that is the Vachaka, and he is the Vachya.
But the Sambandha is Nitya.
Sambandha is Nitya. Therefore, Mimamsa says that Vachya Vachak Sambandha is Nitya for all Sabdas. This is Mimamsa. Because Mimamsa is based on a very fundamental concept that Vedas are eternal. And they are Apaurushaya. They are the only people who actually say Apaurushaya in its literal sense. We also say Vedas are Apaurushaya. But our understanding is they are Apaurushaya in the sense that they are not made by any Purusha, but they come from Supreme Person. But they say no, they don't come from Supreme Person also. They are eternal. They are eternal like God. So therefore the Sambandha is eternal. Of course the problems come then, what about the names? Like you have names of sages you have Katha Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, this, that. So these are the name of the sages who saw these mantras. And these sages also appear in every yuga. So that particular sage Katha may not be eternal, but the word Katha is eternal. Somebody else is named Katha. Because the stories of King Pratardana, Svetketu, all these. So then such people come in every yuga, every cycle. So no problem.
Babaji, this idea to be the only one, and then
Only one what?
to be the only one with Krishna. Like the queens have this idea that Krishna gives, you said that Krishna tricks them, telling them.
He's not tricking them, he's actually there. Tricking would be that he is not actually there and making them believe this. He's there.
Okay, he's there, but my question is more like, every queen thinks that Krishna is only for herself. Okay, and also this happening also to the gopi, no? In the Rāsa-līlā.
That is only in the Rasa dance.
Yeah, this is the only but there is
they are also seeing that he's with everybody.
Ah, okay.
Because they are in one place. The queens are in separate palaces.
Okay, so there is no difference in that being the only one.
That's what I'm saying. Gopis are together, they saw him.
They saw him, okay.
You mentioned Vachya Vachaka Sambandha was Nitya, but then this Katha and Shvetaketu, all these, so their names are eternal like that. But then if the Sambandha is Nitya, then the person with whom it is related, he should also be Nitya, no? How they will.
So then there are so many existences of people.
So it has Sambandha with every one of them, that is how they are explaining. Okay.
Okay.